Hello viewers, welcome back to the another session of our artificial intelligence journey. Today we are going to cover what is an agent and its environment with the different category of agents environment. So this is our outline. We will cover what is an agent environments with the different category, all the categories we are going to cover in this video. So let us start. An intelligence system is composed of two things. So whenever we are telling that artificial intelligence system, so it has two things. First one is the an agent which operates. Second one is the its environment. So let's first we understand what is an agent. So an agent is a computer program or a system that designed to perceive its environment through the sensor, make the decision and take the accept to goal or set of goals. So what happened? There must be some goal or set of goals is available. Agent has to achieve it. Next question: how the agent achieve it? So agent is whenever we say agent means it is a one computer program or a system which has the capability to receive its state of environment. So it's surrounded by the environment and it receive all the state through the sensor. It has its own capability to make the decision to achieve the goal. So it does not only the make the decision, but it has the capability to achieve the goal. So what is agent? Agent is a computer program or a system. It has three things. It has to three things, minimum three things. Means it should be capability to receive the surrounding state, make the decision, and perform the decision means operate the decision means it take the some decision. The one decision is taken by the agent. Then what happened? It doesn't only the take the decision, it has the capability to take the action to achieve the goal. So agent, next question, how the agent receives the its surrounding. So it perceives its surrounding through a sensor. Next question, how it can perform its operation. It perform action upon the environment to achieve the goal through a calculator. So these are the two things, minimum things the agent is required. Then agent operates autonomously. It does not operate directly controlled by the human being operator. So there is nobody is present to operate the agent. Agent is perform its all operation automatically. No one is present to operate the agent. Next question, what is the environment? Environment is everything in the world which surrounds the agent except the agent itself. Means whatever present inside the world we have to consider excluding the agent as the environment. The environment is where the agent lives, operate and provide the agent with something to sense. Sense means perform some action, something to sense means it receives and act upon the it. Means depend upon the environment, the agent has to perform its operation. So next question in this video, we are going to cover what are the different type of environments or what are the properties or features of the agent environment. So as per the Russell and Over, the environment can be various features from the point of view. So all the classification is done on the basis of agent view. So it can be fully observable or partial observable. It can be discrete or it can be continuous, or it can be a static environment or dynamic or single agent or multiple agent. Then accessible or inaccessible, deterministic or stochastic or non-deterministic. Then episodic or sequential or known as well as unknown. So these are the various way the agent can view the environment. So let us start one by one. So first one is the fully observable or partially observable. So if the environment, if it is possible to determine the complete state of an agent's environment at each time of point of view, then from the percept, then what happened? It is called as the fully observable. Means each and every state of the environment can able to record or receive through the sensor of the agent, then it is called as the fully observable. Let's take an example, that is the chess playing agent. So here what happened in this diagram, one human being is present, another is a agent is present to perform its operation. So here what happened, the agent can fully observable observe the state of chessboard at all the time. Its sensor, here the sensor is present. The sensor provide complete information about the current position of all the pieces, so it can make the proper decision to win the race. Here the goal is to win the race or win the game. So next one is the partially. If it is not possible to determine the complete state of an agent's environment at each time point from the perceived, then it is called as the partially observable environment. So let's take an example, that is the self-driving car. So here what happened? This is the self-driving car is present. Let us take an example, that is here what happened. This car is navigating a busy city while the car has, so this car has a sensor. This car has a sensor like camera, lidar, and radar. It can see everything at all time. Building, other vehicles, pedestrian can obstruct its sensor. So what happened if the building is high building is present? Then what happened in this scenario? The car's environment is partial because l- high buildings are obstruct the sensor, and sensor cannot able to view the all the road details. So here in this case, what happened? The car's environment is can be considered as a partial observer because it does not have complete and constant access to all the relevant information. Hence, it needs to maintain a internal state and history to make a informed decision even when some information is partially or unavailable. But still, it has to make the information recorded. Otherwise, it is very difficult to achieve the goal or the destination. If an agent has no sensor in all the environment, then such environment is called as the unobservable. Means in this case, there is no sensor to receive the all the environment. So then what happened? It is neither a partially observable or fully observable. It is called as the unobservable. So let's take an example, that is an agent is designed to predict the earthquake, but the agent is placed in a sealed windowless room with no sensor or access to external data. So in this situation, what happened? The environment is unobservable because the agent has no way to gather the information about the outside world, so it cannot able to take the decision. So in this case, it is called as the unobservable. Then discrete or continuous. If there are a limited number of distinct or clearly defined, then the state of environment, then the environment is called as the discrete environment. So let's take on this example. Take again here what happened. No need to remember all the, it's a limited number of, means you have to move from one state to another. There is a very limited move. According to that, if the agent is moved, then only it can able to win the game. If an agents require memory of past action to determine the best action, then such environment is called continuous. So in this case, if the agent has to take a best action to get the solution or get the reach the goal, then it has to record its past information, then only it can able to achieve the goal. Here in this previous case, no need to store the previous information. On the basis of current situation, if you have to take the next action. But in case of self-driving car, it has to require the previous information because here the environment is the partially, it cannot able to view all the details, so it has to store the previous history so that it can able to achieve its destination. Then static environment or dynamic environment. If the environment is not changing during the agent operation, then it is called as the static. It means that whenever the agent perform or acting on some action, at that time environment is not changing. So here what happened, agent does not have to bother about the previous state because simply it has to focus on the action. So during the action, there is no changes in the environment, then it is called as the static. For example, that is the crossword, crossword puzzle. So when the agent work crossword puzzle, the puzzle does not change with its anything about the next move. The arrangement of the cubes and the empty square remain constant throughout our problem solving process. So agent have the sufficient time to think and operate as the environment is static. Here the environment is not going to be changed. But in case of dynamic, if the environment is changing constantly during the agent of performing its operation, then such type of environment is called as the dynamic. Means during the operation of the agent, the environment is changing. So it is very difficult to do. That is the case of self-moving drive, self-moving car. Self-moving car agent need to keep constant monitoring the road condition, traffic, pedestrians, and other vehicle, etc. It remains requires the agent have to continuous attention and decision making to reach the goal. Reach the goal means the destination place. So it has to continuous change because whenever the car is moving immediately, moving from one direction to another, the environment is changing. Means any place the vehicle can come, anything can be happened. Next one is the single agent or multi agent. So if there are only one engine involved in the an environment and it's operated by itself, then such environment is called as the single agent environment. Single agent environment is very easy because nothing to bother. Only the agent has to sense the environment, perform its action because it's only one single agent is present. It is very easy to operate. So let's take an example. This is the solitary exercise. So here what happened? The agent make all the decision action to achieve the goal or win the game, which is to arrange the deck of cards in a specific move. So it can able to easy. But in case of multi-agent, what happened? There are more than one agent involved in the environment and any decision is taken by all the agents. Such environment is called as the multi-agent. It is not that much easy to achieve the goal because multiple agents are there to make the proper decision. It make has to proper liaison with the all the agent to achieve the goal. Let's take the example that is this is a scope. Here what happened in this game, there are two teams. Each consistent, there are two teams, two agent is present each consisting, so means this one agent and this one agent consist of multiple players. So this team has multiple red color, one team blue color, another team is present. So here consists of multiplayer or team agents. This player work together to achieve a common goal. Each player has their own set of action and decision and they interact with both their teammates and make the proper decision to achieve the goal. For example, this team has the agent that is the red color and this team has the blue color. Then what happened? This agent has to make the proper liaison with all the red color team member to achieve the goal or to win the race. Here what happened? This agent has to make the proper liaison with all the its own agent that is the blue color player to achieve the goal. So this is called as the multi-agent. There are so many agent is present, but here in this example, only one agent is present. That is the number of card is present and it has to be in the race. Then accessible and inaccessible. If an agent sensor apparatus can have the access to complete state of environment, then the environment is called as the accessible to agent and the environment is called as the accessible environment. Means each and every point the sensor can able to assess. That is the taking a temperature in a empty room. So agent, for example, this is the room takes temperature measurement machine and here the agent placed in a room can obtain complete and accurate information about the temperature at a different location because the room is the total empty. So it can able to take each and every state of temperature currently. If the agent sensor apparatus can have only access to limited area of the environment, such environment is called as the inaccessible. Means the environment is not accessible to record each and every state of environment. So for example, here the satellite is present, satellite image we have to take the satellites to take the images of all the places of the earth. But here what happened, it's monitor with a specific event take place on the earth. For example, with the some natural disasters or occur, that is the earthquake happened. At that time, the satellite can able to take the overview. It cannot able to take the each and every details of the earthquake details. So this is called as the inaccessible environment. Because satellite cannot able to access each and every point of the earth. Next one is the deterministic or non-deterministic, also we call as the stochastics. If the state of environment is completely determined by the current state of action, then it is called as the deterministics. For example, the case that is the chess. Here what happened, two agent is present to perform the game of chess. Here what happened in the chess, rules are well defined and each move made by a player has a clear and predictable outcome based on this rule. There is no randomness or uncertainty in outcomes of the chess move because they follow the strict rule. Here what happened, the both the agent has to follow a specific rule. According to that, they perform their action. So it is so another is known what is the outcome. So it is deterministic. If the next state of environment is partially determined by the current state and action of the agent, as it's changing randomly, then the environment is called as the stochastics or non-deterministic environment. For example, stock market. So here what happened in case of stock market, it is highly influenced by the multiple unpredictable factors, including economics events, investors' sentiments, and new random events and marketing sentiments play significant role in introducing the uncertainty. There is nothing is predictable, randomly changes. Next one is the episodic or sequential. If each in episodic environment, what happened? Each episode consists of agent persisting and they are acting. The quality of its action fully depend upon episode itself. It does not related to the previous one or next one. So this is the tic tac game. In this game, what happened? Two players take the turn by their symbol, that is X or cross or zero on the 3 to 3 cross 3 grid. Each move by a player is independent of the previous move and the goal is to achieve a form of line. Either it is with the three symbols horizontal or vertical or diagonal. So according to that, it has to perform. So whenever they move from one state to another state, there is no, it is not related to the previous one. So it can independently perform its operation. The game consists of series of one slot action where the current state of the board is only thing that matters from the next move. There is no need for player to remember parts moves because they do not affect current move. The game is self-contained and episodic. So this is the self-contained as well as the episodic. So next one is the sequential. In sequential environment, agent required to the memory of past action to determine the next best action. So let's take an example, that is the chess. In chess, it is a very complex game where the outcome of each move depend of the sequence of previous move. According to that, the agent can win the race. Next, last category, that is called as the known or unknown. This is not a actual features of an environment, but the agent state of knowledge is to perform the action. In a knowledge environment, the result of all action are known to the agent, while in case of unknown environment, the agent need to learn how it works in the order to perform an action. It is quite possible for a known environment to be partially observable, but in case of unknown environment, it should be fully observable. Otherwise, it is very difficult for the agent to take the proper action. So, this is all about the different properties of environment of the artificial intelligence agent. Hope you were able to understand the concept very well. So, next video we will cover what are the different type of agents, artificial agents. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, like the channel, share the channel. Thank you so much.